guys, Dan here from Huck. I said I was going to be coming to you with my 3 best value buys for the season, and here I am. So let's not waste any time, shall we? Let's just jump straight in. Okay, so base layers. We all know them, we all need them. There are some really great brands out there. Helly Hansen do the Lifer range, of course. Mons Royale do the merino wool range. Isobar do a really kind of great range of merino wool stuff as well. But you're looking at kind of 30 to 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, even 100 kind of pounds per item with some of these big brands. And while they are obviously sensational, if you're on a 6-day ski holiday and you want to wear fresh ones every 2 days at least, you're talking at least 200 to 300 pounds for a set just to go away. So how can you combat that kind of cost, which seems almost inevitable, without buying something really cheap? There are kind of direct retailers that sell kind of own brand stuff, or not off brand stuff, but kind of the shops that aren't brands. They just kind of sell everything. I'm not going to name what they are. You know what they are. You walk down any high street and you're going to see these kind of mountain shops that sell products for the mountains that are a lot more reasonably priced and generic than kind of big brand stuff. But every now and then you can buy something from one of these shops and it actually seems like fantastic value for money. And when it comes to base layers, I think having somebody who's going to give you a little bit of advice on where you can save some money and buy something that's actually really cheap but performs really well, I mean, that's kind of invaluable, really. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce you to 3 products that I initially bought as a kind of stopgap, things that I bought with the intention of actually replacing with something kind of brand named down the line, but that I've just sort of realised is actually of good enough quality to not bother paying 5 times the price of just to replace. So let's jump right in. As I said in the introduction, base layers are one thing that are inordinately expensive, and I was finding that wearing kind of boxers and then wearing a base layer over the top and then wearing my impact shorts, then wearing my salopettes was kind of really heavy weight, especially around my thighs and my kind of waist. So I wanted to kind of look for a way to eliminate one of those layers, and I wasn't going to go commando because everything needs to be kind of kept in place really when you're kind of flying around the mountain, just to make sure that there's no falling on anything and squishing anything. I've been there, I've done that. I do not recommend that to a friend. So what I was looking for was underpants with legs. What I did actually find on my journey to find underpants with legs was underpants with legs, and I've got a set here and I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to show them to the camera. All cards on the table. I have no idea how to say the word that's printed on the waistband of these. It's either Kiwi or Kui or Kawaii or Kaiwai or any combination of those, and basically what it looks like is this. Underpants with legs. Now these are not 100% cotton and not 100% merino wool. These are from a Chinese retailer that I found on the UK version of eBay. These are a Chinese XXL, which is equivalent to a British kind of medium to large. I'm a 33-inch waist. I tend to wear medium in most things on the bottom, but these were bought originally just as something to try. I bought 1 pair, I put them on and wore them on holidays once, and I thought, you know what, these are great. I wear these just under my salopettes, and they're actually really warm. You don't, because you're using your legs so much in snowboarding and skiing, you don't necessarily need that extra thick merino wool possibly on your legs, because you're working them so hard, they're generating a lot of heat anyway. And I found these really comfortable to wear over a long period, just straight over bare skin, my impact shorts over the top, and then these salopettes. These are about £7 or £8 per pair, I think I paid for them, and now I've got 6 pairs, which I use 1 per day, like base layers. It's nice to put a fresh pair on. You don't necessarily need to swap base layers every day because they're not going kind of around your private regions, but these you do want one every day, but still at that kind of price point, £6 to £7, I mean, you can't go wrong. This is going to be my second holiday on these, and they're still very much in shape. They're not stretched out of shape or anything. I'm going to put a link down in the description for the product that you can find on eBay. I can't find them on any kind of other retailer, but I know you can get them direct from AliExpress, and that's going to give us a nice link going into our next product, which I bought from AliExpress. Now, we all know goggles are super expensive. Sure, you can buy just again, the generic brand goggles, but they never look very good. Usually they got heavyweight frames, they don't come with magnetic lenses, and just generally they're not kind of what you expect in terms of quality. But if you are prepared to dive into AliExpress and wade through all the broken English there, you can actually find a brand called Copozz. And Copozz do a range of really naff stuff, and you can buy really crappy buffs, which I have fallen into. You can buy kind of jackets and salopettes, which I haven't tried, but they're not for me really. But what you can also buy is these goggles. Now, these goggles are UV 400 rated. They've got magnetic lenses, as you can see, and they've got removable straps as well, which pop off nice and easily like that. Sorry about that. You can also wear these over the top of sunglasses because they have this little notch, which is nice. I haven't worn them over the top of sunglasses, but you can. But what I can tell you about these is that I paid a grand total of £24, and for £24 what I got was the goggles frame, the goggles lens, which I chose the silver. They come in a range of colours. I got this nifty little microfiber carry bag, which doubles as a lens wipe, and I also got this hard case. And for $10 more you can get a daylight lens as well, which I've got coming to me at the moment, being shipped from China. I had a very nice and slightly broken email from the retailer saying that they were on the way to me, and thank you for my custom. What I've done this year as well is I've gone to my favourite online retail store, Absolute Snow, and I've purchased a Melon goggle strap. Now, if you don't know who Melon are, they're a kind of design your own goggles company, and you can choose the frames, the lenses and the straps to make any colour combinations and style combinations that you want. But what you can do is you can buy the straps on their own. So I've just gone for a plain black strap to replace this one, which says Copozz in massive letters because I don't like the fact that it says Copozz. So that's another option. The strap I bought from Melon was only £14. So in total for the goggles, the soft case, the hard case, the daylight lens and the strap to get rid of it, I'm paying around kind of £50. So yeah, I mean, can you go wrong really for 50 quid? I don't think so, and I'm not ready to change these goggles anytime soon. I really rate them. I'm going to stick the link down in the description as well for you guys to check them out. There are a couple of different styles as well. These ones have magnetic lenses. There is a style that doesn't have magnetic lenses. They're just kind of pop-out lenses. They're even cheaper. They do kids goggles as well, so if you're looking for, to buy some for your kids or for a family member or somebody with a really tiny head, or if you have a really tiny head, you can buy these goggles and you save yourself a ton of money, and they're going to kind of serve you really, really well. Okay, number 3. The Burn Summer Macon. Now, if you watched the last video, which I don't expect you to have because these have only got kind of a handful of views right now. Basically, what I said I was going to do was a guide for how you can rip the liner out of your winter helmet and turn it into a summer style helmet that you can wear over the top of a beanie and over the top of your goggles. It's really hard to find a winter helmet that doesn't have a liner in it. Some of the kind of more street and skate style helmets, like the Anon Raider 3, I know for example, just has removable earmuffs and it's got kind of padding inside, and that's what we're trying to emulate here. My kind of value pick in that line of thinking is the Burn Summer Macon. This is the Burn Winter Baker. I paid £70 for this, and it is a really great helmet. But for this season, what I've done is I have ripped the lining out of it, and I've put some EPS foam in there, stuck it in, and now this fits directly over the top of my beanie. The reason I did this was because it was only a couple of pounds for a roll of EPS foam, and it was £40 to buy the Burn Summer Macon. But, you know, the Burn Winter Macon is also £70. But if, like me, you want to wear a helmet over the top of your beanie and goggles, there's no point going for the winter one and doing this and spending £70 on the helmet, plus the foam tape and the time and effort it takes to do it. You might as well just, you know, skip all that, buy the Summer Macon and save yourself a lot of money. Now, the reason I'm saying the Burn Summer Macon rather than kind of just buy any summer helmet is because I've had a couple of helmets, and you know, the Burn helmets are, in my mind, a really good mix of value and quality. They fit really nicely, they're really highly rated, they're kind of internationally certified, and they're just generally really good quality. I would recommend the Burn Baker to anybody if you want a peaked helmet, but the Summer Macon is the cheapest, and it's going to give you a really great helmet for £40 that you can just put on over the top of your beanie and your goggles, and it's going to serve you really well. I'm going to put a link down in the description to both the actual Burn Summer Macon helmet page on the Burn website, and also to an Amazon retailer for it. You can basically buy helmets for, you know, kind of as much money as you want, but if you're looking to kind of buy your first helmet, you don't really want to spend a couple of £100 on one, and you kind of just want something to protect your head, then I'd say that the Burn Summer Macon is a really good choice. Comes in a range of colours, men's and women's sizes, so it's, yeah, all in all, a really good value buy that's going to save you a lot of money, and hopefully this video and these 3 products are going to allow you to save, you know, if you're making that big first ski purchase, or you're looking to kind of upgrade some of your equipment, or looking to replace it, move out of that kind of rental phase into kind of owning your own, then hopefully this video has provided some alternative perspectives into the products you can buy and save yourself quite a bit of money, hopefully. So let me know if you like this video, let me know if you have any tips of your own on you know, money saving kind of options. These are just 3 of my favorites, and yeah, I mean, that about wraps up for this. Finally, as just a word of warning, you can do this money saving kind of trick with quite a lot of things. One thing that I found that you can't skimp on is socks, however. Now, socks for skiing and snowboarding is you know, it's a pain in the ass, because, you know, they're kind of £20 to £25 per pair, which is inordinate, because again, you have to wear fresh ones every day. So what's my money saving tip for that? Well, buy 1 pair at a time. You know, 1 every holiday, or 2 pairs every holiday. And honestly, don't buy cheap ski socks from, you know, places like eBay, because they're just never as good. What I would recommend doing instead is buying a boot sock. Now, a boot sock from, you know, a decent retailer, somebody like Carrymore, you know, they're okay. They're not great, but, you know, you're talking kind of £9 for 2 pairs, usually, something like that. You know, that's, you know, they're a reasonable enough kind of sock that you can wear when you're skiing and snowboarding. They're going to have that kind of moisture wicking technology. They're going to be made out of kind of mostly cotton and other kind of warm materials. They're going to be nice and padded. They're not going to be uncomfortable to wear every day, and they're not going to kind of go out of shape or break or wear through in one holiday, which cheap ski socks will. And obviously, once you stop wearing them for skiing, once you get actual ski socks, you can just switch over and start wearing them while you hike or walk, or just in the winter if you're cold. That's my top tip on socks. So on that note, I'm just going to wrap this one up, and I'm going to let the music play and move on to record the next video, which I'm doing immediately after this one. Alright guys, see you next time. This is Dan from Huck.